Hey everyone, Caront here, welcoming you back to Suikoden 5. In the last episode, we finished up our explorations of the Ashtwal Ruins, making our way toward Marskull Godwin and the Sun Rune. In essence, this is the end. In this episode, we're going to beat the game, but a couple things I want to mention briefly first. If you do choose, like I did, to exit this dungeon before going in with the prince and doing other stuff, keep in mind that you will need to send all three of your teams back through the dungeon. Now, all the gates and switches that you've hit will all be done, so you don't have to do that again. And all the treasures you've picked up, of course, will be picked up. But you do have to go back through and fight things again, including potential sub-boss fights against Nemesis, so just keep that in mind. Also, you might want to bring a few things with you on the way, because, well, you can take some stuff with you at the end. I will also mention, you notice I found some money. Okay, I made some money at the big hole, but still, I found some money, and I spent a fair bit of it on buying Saints' Cloaks and Corruption Shells. That being said, you should also put some of your money aside, so to speak, kind of keep it in your inventory, or spend some of it on stuff not just on your party members, but also in your inventory proper, because, well, spoiler alert, that's important for later. So, anyway, we are, I think, pretty good to go with the final parties here. Obviously, the other two are already in their parts of the dungeon, and so let's go ahead with the prince's party and see what awaits us at the end. And of course, the game would troll me right before the final battles, obviously. Alright, now let's go in. Ah, Prince! Are you alright? You haven't been hurt, have you? Heh, I see nothing's changed between you two. Now that we're all here, let's press on. This way. Wait. Something's coming, and it doesn't sound human. Could it be the Guardians of the Runes still here? Well, considering we beat them all... Oh, by the way, speaking of, if you go back through the dungeon, you have to refight all the boss fights, too. That might be where this actually is originating. Friador, Leon, take some of the party ahead with you. The rest will stand guard here. But, George... Just do it. Decide who to take. This is our final party. We will take these party members with us into the final battle. So choose carefully. What you will want to emphasize are party members that are strong, primarily physically, and also have strong magic defense. You also want to consider the party that you brought with you and what you aim to do with this final battle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring Galleon with me because his magic defense is almost 300. But I'm also going to mix in my crap party members too because I brought them for a reason. Ironically, Fossilot is actually not the worst choice in the world because, well, 309 magic defense. And I'm also going to bring Lance with me because, well, Lance again represents, well, our Falanan monster interests here. And then let's see, who's left? Let's bring Morune. But another thing that's interesting about this last setup is, although you have your entourage and you can choose to bring entourage members with you, do not do this. Because if you do choose to, you will lose their usage as you go through the final battle. This final battle kind of works a little bit like what you see, say, with the final battle in Final Fantasy VI. If you have party members who are dead for a specific length of time without being revived, they will essentially be removed from battle, and they will be replaced with members of your entourage. So you don't just want to pack your original party with all your strong members and then leave all your weak members in the entourage, because then you might be in trouble and it will snowball fast. That being said, I'm pretty much going to do the exact opposite. I'm going to put my strong party members in the entourage, because I'm going to put in Belkut and Isabel, and Miyakis, and then Jean as... Actually, I don't know, which of my mages do I want to bring in? Ooh. Okay. That actually... I want to go back up here. I'm actually going to swap Galleon out for a mage. Because, I mean, it's good to have Galleon in the party because he's a strong defender, but I want a mage too. And particularly a mage who can heal, so that'll be Zarase. Okay, and I'm going to put Galleon into my entourage. So, sorry Gundy, sorry Hazuki, Jean, I just couldn't really... I guess if I wanted to do an all-races final party, I should have had Gundy in for Zarase, but oh well. Alright, so we're leaving a lot of good party members behind. That's kind of the issue with this, is no matter how many good party members you bring with you, there are some that you will leave behind. It's just bound to happen, ultimately. But I think this will do. You sure? Yeah, pretty much. Okay, let's go. Freador, Leon. We're counting on you. Get that Sun Rune. George? We won't let you down. It's kind of unfortunate that we can't take George with us. I don't really care about Zweig too much, but it's too bad we can't take George with us. At the same time, though, it is also something of a blessing because the final battle will depend largely on magic defense, and his magic defense is garbage, so yeah, there's that. And then also, hey Dolph. Dolph? So you're all that stands between us and Lord Godwin? You could say that. I see. Please, let me handle this, Prince. Now, there have been rumors before that other party members could step up and fight Leon. No. Or, fight Dolph, rather. Leon is the only one who will fight Dolph, so... That's fine. Go ahead. Oh, thank you! Let's settle this for good, Dolph. You don't stand a chance. But, if you insist...
You can't defeat me in that condition. Surely you realize that.
I won't know until I try.
Alright, so...
See how you hold up.
We have the duel against Dolph.
Still standing, huh? But will you be able to withstand this?
And I'm going to go ahead and spoil this. I'm going to intentionally lose this fight. Because, actually, I discovered something about it
I'll give you another
yesterday when I was getting another save file up here to show you something else. So I am actually going to let Dolph kill me. And you'll see why in a minute.
Like that, you might as well give up.
So yeah, I'm not really trying. I could beat Dolph, but I'm not going to.
Still standing, huh? But can you withstand another one? See, you feel weak, don't you?
Just shut up.
Can you take another one? Simply withstanding my attacks will never defeat me, you know.
Yes, I know that, but I'm doing it anyway. Oh, you're guarding. Okay, crap.
Anything wrong?
Anything wrong with you?
The more time you waste, the more pain you'll be in, you know.
I think he's attacking on this one. Or not. Never mind, okay.
Anything wrong?
Anything wrong with you?
Sorry, I was a little silent earlier just to kind of take in the voice clips, because I think these two do a pretty good job of playing off each other.
That won't save you, you know.
Okay, let's attack here, and we're going to intentionally lose this one too.
See, you feel weak, don't you?
Just shut up. No.
See? You shouldn't have pushed yourself like that.
And if you happen to end up losing this duel as I've just done, nice try, but it looks like I win. Prepare to die. Prince! I see. You're next, then? No, Prince, don't! You just don't get it, do you? You're never going to defeat me, but go ahead. Maybe you'll eventually wise up. So yeah, if Leon loses the duel, we get a second one between Dolph and the Prince.
Although I doubt that you can.
So I felt it fitting to show this one off too.
Don't hold back now.
Alright, so you're attacking, yeah. Or, well, you're guarding, rather. You're pretty much just baiting me there.
You have to put more into it. Would you like me to show you?
Nah, I'm good. I'll just special you.
You did very well. I guess I should stop.
Alright, you're
easy on you.
specialing, so it's defend time! Whee! And yeah, we can undo his
You did
ninjutsu,
very
I guess.
well. I guess I should stop going easy on
I think this might be a super move. Yeah, okay. I love that other hair
what a
shrug there.
surprise. I didn't think you'd be able to counter that.
Let's attack here. Okay. Yeah. Oh god. Okay, so he beats the button mash. Ah! Son of a gun. Oh well. I thought I might actually be able to win that button mash and go a flawless victory on the final, but I guess not.
I really wish you'd take this more seriously.
Oh, shut up, you. Guard. Okay. So that's a defensive posture. Oh well. It's alright.
Anything wrong? Go ahead. Try and find an opening.
He's gonna defend, so this is gonna be an attack. Pretty much, he's trying to bait you into
You have
using
to
a
put more
special.
into it. Would you like me to show you?
I think this is gonna be special. Nope, that's attack. Crap. Okay, so I'm gonna take a hit there. That's alright, though. We're still doing pretty well.
Still standing, huh? But can you withstand another
Okay,
one?
so if you're doing another attack, I'm gonna special you to death. Yep, that's it. I have to admit, it would have been nice if I could have gotten a flawless victory, but still, I think we did pretty well. Prince! Forgive me, What the... But how? I said you didn't stand a chance. My body is half dead already. Then how are you able to move like you do? But, never mind. Huh? I think I might have overdosed. My wounds don't bleed and I feel no pain. The perfect body for a battle to the death. But why would... It was I who killed His Excellency's wife. You? So it was quite a surprise when His Excellency and Sir Gazelle took me in after Nethergate was disbanded. To repay their kindness, I tried all sorts of drugs so I could better serve them. Of course, they were only using me for their own personal vendettas, but I was happy as long as I could keep killing. You're insane! You're just now figuring this out, Leon? But I've already said too much. Let's get this over with.
Prince! Dolph. I'm sorry, Prince. I'm all right. Let's go, Prince.
Thus falls Mishifun for the final time. Now, one thing I do want to do before we walk into this door, because once we walk in this door, that's it. I need to rearrange my formation, because there have been times when I've come into this final battle and I have not done that, and it's bad, bad news. Okay, so we don't exactly have the ideal party here. Like I said, kind of intentionally. But, at the very least, I do want to sit Zarase in the back row here, and... let's see... That's okay for now. I want to look at monster stats real quick, though. Okay, so we've got Rune, 241s. We've got 282 and 186. Actually, Fossila would be the best one to put in the third slot. Or second slot, rather. I never thought I would say... Okay, third slot. I never thought I would say those words in my life, but Fossila is going to be in the middle front row. And Mo'Rune is probably going to have a killer time trying to hit anything. So yeah, you want your best positional... Well, I mean, you want your best defenders essentially in the first three positions, because that's how things are going to shake out. In point of fact, I should probably have a Prince in the first position. Let's go ahead and do that. Just trade him and Leon out there. So you want your defenders in the best positions, your front positions, because that's going to endure the primacy of the attacks. Not all of them, but that's going to be where the primacy of those attacks happen. With that said, I think that's pretty much best we can do. Let's give our equipment one last check. Make sure we've got everything good equipped that we can, and I think we do. Looks like we do. Yeah, pretty much. Let me go ahead and see about getting some Mega Medicines on everybody. And then... let's see. Okay, that'll drop. I don't need that Earth Ring attached. Okay, and then... Fossila, let's put that on you. Then a couple of Immortal Medicines. One on Zarase. One on Lance. One on Mo'Rune right there. Then... let's actually also use a couple of Sacrificial Jizos if we can. Let's see. Okay, that'll drop his defense a fair bit. I don't really want to do that. I don't think Leon's probably really gonna need one either, so I'm gonna put that on Fossila. Then one on Zarase, and then one on Lance, I suppose. Yeah, I think that should pretty well do it. So with our preparations finished, let's hit in and confront Marskal Godwyn in the final battle.
Is this?
You're earlier than I expected. I guess I underestimated you again. Even though that's precisely the reason our side lost.
Lord Godwyn.
Don't worry. The reason I melted that glacier was to lead you all here. I had no intention of flooding Falena. I love Falena as much as you do, you know.
Then tell me, why? Why did you kill so many people? Why did you destroy so many lives? Tell me why!
I wanted Falena to be a strong, prosperous country. I truly did. But I think we became spellbound by the power of the Sun Rune before we even realized it. We started to think that absolute justice was on our side, and that it was all right to destroy anyone who disobeyed. Just like Queen Arshtat. But don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying that all of this happened because the Sun Rune bewitched me. Actually, it's more like I chose to let the Sun Rune's power intoxicate me, and in the end, I lost. But what about you, the victors in all this? Can you really say you're all that different from us? Can you swear to me you'll pass the Sun Rune on to the next generation without getting lost in its power?
I swear it.
Idealistic youth. If you speak the truth, then prove it to me!
Welcome to the final battle of Suikoden 5 against the Sun Rune incarnation. Just like in Suikoden 2, we are fighting the rune itself. This battle is going to be primarily focused around magic and magic defense, which is why, to some degree, we've set our party up accordingly. I also wanted a challenge. And this is going to be a challenge with this party, trust me. Okay, so what you want to do is first turn, obviously, prepare. We have a primarily physical party, so I think Battle Oath is going to be best. Then, Leon, I want you... Let's see, what do I want you doing? I probably want you to go ahead and attack. Yeah, I think I want you to attack. Now, you might be asking yourself, why don't you go ahead and use your big magic attacks against this thing? Well, two reasons. One, this thing is not particularly prevalent to magic attacks, so it's not the best idea. Also, I want to save the Prince and Leon's high-end magic attacks for their creation magic. This will bail us out more times than once in this battle. So, you're going to do a regular attack. Another thing I will say is don't really worry about attacking the heat sprite or the light sprite. They will attack you, and they will primarily attack the people in the second and third position, so that's why I have it spaced accordingly. But don't worry about attacking them, because if they die, they will be revived, which means it's basically pointless to try. So just go ahead and focus all your attacks on the Sun Rune itself. Unless you're Zerase, and then I'm going to go ahead and unleash hell with you, because why not? But everybody else, certainly your physical types, go ahead and focus their attack on the Sun Rune proper. We'll see how this first turn goes, and then we will essentially go accordingly, I think. Okay, so I know it definitely got Lance in. I don't know about Leon, because, well, Lance is a little too big for me to tell with Leon, but hopefully it furied her too. If not, then I'm a victim of bad luck again. Alright, so he steals a little bit of HP to give back to the Sun Rune. Whoop-de-doo, pretty much. But the big problem is the Sun Rune itself. Yeah, that's why we need that creation magic going as much as we can. Because we need to be healing this damage. And that damage will come hot and heavy all the time. Alright, so I want to go ahead and start using the creation magic. And I want to start, I think, with the level 3 stuff. Which I didn't really expect would necessarily be the case. I was hoping it would do that little damage, but I was preparing for worse. But you notice, Light of Day, 1,000 plus damage to all foes, greatly heals all allies. It will heal allies for 300, I believe. The level 4 will heal them for 999. That's why I kind of want to wait on that a little bit. Because I think we should be good to go. Yeah, see, Fossilot took the most damage, and it, I don't know what you'd call this thing, took less than 300, so I think we're alright on that front. Zerase, I want her to continue with your big-time attacks, and then pretty much everybody else just move accordingly. Let's see how much damage Lance can do with a Fury status on him. So, pretty good amount of damage, actually. Not bad at all. We get to see our first bit of creation magic here, at least in this battle. And this will hurt everybody. Although, like I said, I'm not overly concerned about it hurting the sprites, because, yeah, they're not my focus on this. I'm focusing on the Sun Rune itself. Okay, so everybody's healed, which is good. And you want to make sure that you have it timed either to heal from damage the turn before, or heal after damage that is dealt out by the Sun Rune. Alright, so are you going to attack the Prince? Yeah, okay, that's fine. The Prince can take it, that's the good thing about this. Now, if it happens to be someone else, maybe not so much, but we shall see. Alright, so this is going to hit just about everybody. This is bad. Yeah, that's kind of what I was afraid of. Okay, where do we stand? Let's see. Lance is down about 400 HP. Yeah, I want to use the big one on this one. So let's go ahead and queue up the level 4, which is also, of course, creation. And it will fully heal everybody for 999. So that's why I want to use that on this one. Now, once we lose out on what the Prince has to offer, we're going to have to depend on Zerase's Flowing Rune. So, oh wait, crap, I have her equipped with the Flowing Rune on another save. This could be bad. Okay, hopefully it won't be too bad, though. Ah, that's what I get. Okay. Oh well. Yeah, I've played through this file on two different... Well, I played through this battle on two different files in the last day because I want to essentially be as prepared for this ending as I can. So I forgot I had put the Flowing Rune and a Magic Absorb Rune, incidentally, on Zerase on that file. I did not do that on this file, so that was my mistake. And it could be a very costly mistake if I'm not careful. But ultimately what that's going to mean is we're just going to have to manage things better. That's all. We should still, I think, be able to do everything we need to do. That's fine. 29 HP is not going to make much of a difference. Having the Prince equipped with Sun Armor is a huge benefit in this battle. Because not only does that make the creation stuff a lot better for him, it also makes it to where he's much more durable. Okay, that didn't kill anybody either, but it put us in the same situation we were in last time, so... Alright, so let's go ahead and get the level 4 ready again. Alright, and then obviously the rest of the party just go forth and do what you need to do. You notice, of course, that the enemy party is taking much less damage from magic than one would expect. That's because on top of having high magic, they have very high magic defense as well. That's why I kind of wanted to emphasize a little bit more of a physical party rather than a magical party, just especially because of that. If you do choose a party with high magic and high magic defense as your final party, then it's kind of going to become a war of attrition. It's a war of attrition that you can win, mind you, but at the same time, it's not really a war of attrition that you particularly want to fight. If you wish to, that's on you, I guess, but it's certainly not one that I wanted to fight particularly. Of course, that being said, I have also set myself up for the challenge of having a suboptimal party. All in all, if you bring an optimal party out here fully kitted and everything, oh, this could be bad. Not bad this turn, but bad next turn. If you bring an optimal party fully kitted with all the best stuff and all the best runes and everything, this battle's not terribly hard. I mean, it's going to, mind you, it will make it to where you might need to take steps one way or the other to make sure that everything's good to go. But it's not going to be a terribly difficult battle to win, because if you have very hard physical attackers on your side with good magic defense, say folks like Galleon, then you're going to be in much better shape for a battle like this than with a suboptimal party like what I have here. With my Do-Re-Mi Elf contributing its whopping 15 to 20 damage every turn. I've got to admit, I figured this thing would hit a little harder than that, but oh well. Okay, so this is where things might get a little hairy depending on what the Sun Rune chooses to do. If the Sun Rune continues with that full-on all-member attack, then we're going to start slowly falling behind the healing curve, because this heals 300, not more than 300. But if he chooses, or it chooses, I guess, to go back to one of the smaller attacks, then we may very well be in a bit better shape. I don't know, it depends, obviously, on what the AI chooses. Okay, so that's a line attack that Zerase teleported away from. This is awesome. Alright, so this is a great opportunity for us to do some really good physical attacks. So I'm going to go ahead and commit everybody to that, because essentially, we just got a free turn, is really what it amounts to. And I am going to take full advantage of that. Thank you very much. I was kind of... There you go. That's a good way to take advantage of it, that crit there. I was kind of hoping that Leon would hit more than once, but unfortunately, she didn't. Oh well. That's bound to happen every now and then. Okay, so that's going to be the full attack. This might... I don't think this will kill, but it's going to get us fairly close. Yeah, see, Lance is down to 92. Alright, so back to our normal pattern here of your level 3 attacks, or your level 3, well, attack heals, I should say. And then Zerase's starting to run low on commons, which means we would then switch over to Twinkling Star. If the battle goes beyond that, then, well, we'll see, won't we? It very well could, because of, well, there you go, make up for missing the first time by hitting the second time. Considering the party I have, this could very well go beyond what Zerase has in regards to magical capabilities. If that's the case, then yeah, it could be interesting. Could turn out to be very interesting. Alright, but the good news is we are kind of piling on the damage a little bit, so I think... I don't remember how much HP the Sun Rune incarnation has, but we will obviously find out. And it's a pretty quick transition, actually. There's no victory dance or anything like that. Okay, that actually is relatively preferable. I don't think Zerase would die to the next attack. Let's see, what do I want to do? Okay, I think I want to have the Prince and Leon attacking, and I want to have one of the other party members go ahead and use Mega Medicines. Probably the best candidate for that is going to be my Doremi Elf, who is just in complete garbage territory here. But I want the rest of the party to be... See, that did target the Sun Rune, right? It did not. That's bad. Okay, I'm glad I caught that, though, because I'm going, hang on, wait a second. But yeah, the Fossila Elf, or Fossila, my Doremi Elf, is the biggest liability when it comes to damage, so I'm definitely going to use healing. Are you serious, guys? Perfect opportunity to attack, and two of you miss. Oh, I don't need that right now. I really don't. Okay, so hopefully this will be a bit of an easier attack. Because Zerase's kind of on the brink of sorts. No, that's the full attack. Zerase might be dead. That's why part of why I have... Okay, she resisted. Good. Oh, but Morune's almost dead. Lance is pretty close. Okay, yeah. So we're not really in dire straits, but we're certainly going to need to do some healing here. Alright. Let's see. As something of a backup, you go ahead and use another Mega Medicine on... Let's see, it's going to heal for 300. So let's go ahead and use it on Lance. Yeah, Lance. Alright, then Zerase, you're out of comments now, so we're switching over to Twinkling Star, which I'm definitely using on the Sun Rune. Then, of course, you guys go ahead and do your thing. And quit missing. Seriously, final battle, you're going to miss like this? Come on now. Okay, well, at least Morune hit. Also, why haven't the Prince... There we go. I was about to say, why haven't the Prince and Leon gone yet? Usually they're faster than that. That kind of scared me for a second, honestly. Because if the Sun Rune had been able to get in the full party attack, it could have turned bad really fast. Okay, so I'm thinking at least one of the sprites is close to death, because I think once the upper sprite starts flying high like that, then they're getting close to being dead, which doesn't matter in this battle, but still. Alright, so, whoa, Morune's almost dead again. Okay, alright, so, again, let's go ahead. I'm at a level 3. Okay, so I got level 2, which is still going to heal, but not as much. So we're going to need to depend more on item healing at this point. So you go ahead and heal Morune. He's going to need it the most. Zerase, obviously, you stay on the attack. And then, let's see, Lance, you've been a little unreliable of late, so I'm going to have you use an Immortal Medicine on your, let's see, alright, on yourself, honestly. And then Morune, attack the Sun Rune, please. I don't know why it sits here and keeps targeting the... Really, Morune? Should have had you use the item. I'm thinking because Morune is a short-range fighter, he's having problems hitting, which is understandable. At the same time, though, I still feel like I've got the best setup because I've got some of my better defenders up front, which is really what you need for this battle. I think if I had gone through with keeping Leon in the first slot, this battle would be a good bit more problematic because the two sprites would hit harder, and that would cause a little bit more in terms of problems for healing. Okay, we haven't seen that yet, but you notice that is the front 3 position, so that, well, certainly is not the best move in the world, but it's preferable to hitting everybody in the party, so I'll take that. Okay, go ahead. Then, let's see, Fossila, you use... Okay, let's go ahead and have you take out some items here. Let's have you take out another set of immortal medicines, which of course will void your turn, but I'm fine with that because you don't do much damage anyway. Go ahead. Okay, that's better. Oh, there you go, Maroon. Good job. That crit kind of made up for your screw-ups of late. Although, I hate that you missed your second attack, but oh well. Alright, so that heals us for 200, which honestly is a smidgen more than I expected it would. But it's still not going to get the job fully done as far as heals are concerned. So like I said, we're kind of starting to fall behind the healing train without any sort of outside healing, item healing, or what have you. Okay, so Fossila is the one that's going to need help the most. But let's go ahead and get level 2 up anyway. And then... Say Fossila, you've got the immortal medicines. Say honestly, no, don't chance it. This is the final battle. You got all those items for a reason. Don't chance it. I was thinking about honestly just having Fossila heal itself and then having Leon and the Prince go on the attack, but no, let's not risk it. We've got other party members, of course, and well, that's not who I meant to heal, but okay. I think that did it. Yes!